And property. So yeah, we hello to everybody. Oh Christ. I think I've got something creeping right up.
Oh god, you got the Britfluenza.
Probably. Or it's just changing weather patterns are a fucking cunt.
Maybe, but if it's Scaformer, I get to blame Blue for it.
I'm gonna just wait a little longer for more people to come in. Because I think so far it's just you in the chat actually.
And Blue.
Hi.
Oh hi Blake.
Hi.
How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing alright.
Neato. Christ, I am sweating bullets. I can't wait to finish this game off because Ragnarok is really a good looking game though.
Yeah.
And that goes for the chat. I really can't wait. It's pretty much just more of this. But better graphics.
Fucking hell, I didn't even realize we were live. Fuck. I did the thing.
Do you not read? Can you not read, boy?
I did the thing. I did the thing.
Boy!
Boy.
Well, hi chat. Hello.
And someone's renamed it Screamer's Cove. I'm gonna change that back, because that's actually kind of important.
I noticed you guys do like, well, I mean, I was there. I was in casual space earlier. I was like, oh, okay, those guys are still in voice chat, so I'm gonna join in. It's like, oh, fuck, yeah, it's Streamer's Cove.
Boy!
That?
Learn to read, boy!
Everyone in this community is a fucking dyslexic.
Clearly! Look. Clearly.
So that's why everyone's like gone, because they don't want to be a live stream. Fair.
But to be fair, Jen said she'll be in a bit.
Ah.
I don't know what's up with Shadow. I know he's online, but that's about it.
He's playing LA Noir from the looks of it.
Oh shit! Why didn't he fucking tell us? We could have put fedoras on our characters' avatars.
Yes.
And like a massive trench coat. And also, I recommend you play LA Noir. It's actually a fun game.
See, I bought it like years ago. I've just never played it. I think I have it fucking installed.
I want to try. Sounds weird, but I want to try 100%ing it before I actually stream it.
Hey, word is someone put down that loudmouth Magni. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing for you when his daddy finds out. But one less Aesir farting around suits me just fine. In fact,
You also, you're not putting a thing in the.
Really?
no.
Wow.
I love
how
how...
Discord bring words.
Rip.
Next time, I guess.
Okay, boy.
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 You don't get deep in your diaphragm for it.
Boy.
Blue.
No, it's
Boy.
hard to go do a deep voice when you fucking yawn halfway through saying one
Boy.
word.
Hey, boy.
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 Where those came from?
Just for six and giggles.
He just shot through a wall, by the way. Isn't that right, boy?
Oh wait, oh this is the other one.
Yeah, this is 2018.
Okay.
So
My brain's like, I don't remember this thing in the beginning.
But yeah, so this one I've been playing for the past few weeks.
Ooh, Tyr's vault is
Yep.
behind that magical lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna explore around first, boy. Don't mind me. You know, there's an entire fucking base of the temple over here. Oh, what is this?
Never seen a lock like that before.
Reminds me of something I'd seen Tyr sketch. He liked to
I'll be
combine
right
various
back.
symbols into runes all his own. This one, I believe, means...
Peace, unity, mercy, other things too. I see what he did, but how do we get inside?
We have other concerns.
Unfortunately, Kratos is right, as the stream title entails.
What was he right about?
So we were just investigating a door to his Can you actually hear the game, by the way?
Oh no, because I don't have the thing on YouTube up, because I know it's gonna be delayed.
Do you want me... Alright, this is going to be very reckless of me, but I will stream it on Discord. Alright, let's see how well this ends. Or doesn't end.
Completely brick your computer. Whoops.
You piece of fucking shit! Alright, so there's a chest I can go to when I've got the relevant... I forget what it is, but I... Oh no, it is the thingamabobs that I'm gonna get this stream anyway. I just really want to sing that song from Full Metal fucking Jacket.
No, wait, wrong one.
Oh, I know.
Full Metal Jacket. That sounds probably in there.
Oh, I've been told, but the rest of that is extremely inappropriate and cold.
Stab, stab.
There we go. Yeah, so you stab that. Break through here.
Wow. Can't believe we're setting foot in Tyr's vault.
Neither am I, boy.
Another one of these. It's Tyr, but the middle panel is missing. Wait, I thought Tyr was a god, not a giant.
Aye, but he was loved by everyone, including the giants. Other than me, he was the only one they gifted
Ah.
with a special sight.
The mere head
I wonder
physics.
if the giants left a triptych about me somewhere too.
Head physics. Forget jiggle physics. Fucking up. Forget jiggle physics, we have head physics.
Let me show you how to read this.
That is not
You've
necessary.
taught me so much. Let me teach you something.
You know what? This is a nice bonding moment.
Come on. You already speak it. Learning to read won't be that hard.
I know how to read, boy. Just not this tongue.
You're halfway there already then. Okay. So the runes represent a lot of different things. Some gods, some animals.
Wait,
Some... Oh, am I going too fast? Sorry.
not that. Do you smell something?
Yeah, I do. Smells like...
Wonder what they're smelling. Oh, hey!
You ruined everything.
Oh, fuck you too, Modi.
Fucking hammer. Everyone's gonna think I only got it because Magni's gone. It'll be a joke. Boy, if I kill you, no one's gonna laugh at me.
I'm sorry, Nolan North, but,
Are you dumb? That your father's doing? Or did you get it from your mum? She's stupid and ugly.
From your mum.
I think that's Nolan North anyway, that voice is Modi.
You don't know anything about my mother.
Oh, it's true. But I'm gonna get to know you really well. You're gonna be my new brother. Right after I finish killing your father.
So, Yeah, it looks like Atreus just did that. Here's my version, bitch! Catch these hands, motherfucker! My hands are stronger than your lightning, bitch! You just pissed off the fucking god of war.
Brother, boy.
Atreus.
How the fuck did Mimir not burn?
You have to get into Freya quickly. There's no other way.
You know, the literal head that is strapped to him.
Well, I mean, reasons.
And I just got XP for pretty much doing nothing, by the way.
You hit 2 buttons.
Yeah. At the same time.
Take the boat. Freya's isn't far.
In case you don't think that Kratos is the best or a decent father, he's now rushing him to the doctor. And the head is coming with him as well.
Odin's eye is on you, brother. Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin. Freya's forest is a blind spot for him. This is our smartest move. And if anyone can heal him, it's her.
What is happening to him?
I've seen in mortals that some conflict of the mind expresses itself as an ailment of the body. Never a god. But a god believing himself mortal. I can only imagine. We're almost there.
Yeah, that's a good point, my man. It's like Kratos should have probably told his son that he's a god.
Yeah, just a thought.
Just a very important thought. Hey, Kratos is such a good captain of a boat, or a kayak, or whatever the fuck, that he fucking went through the dock. Oh yeah, so what do you actually see via the Discord stream? So right now I'm walking to an elevator. I'm gonna use the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wanted to see how synced we are.
Yeah. It's a little bit jittery, but not, like, bad. And it's not showing on the YouTube, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, the fact that I'm streaming on both Discord and YouTube is legitimately... It's... this is probably going to tank the frame rate a little bit because I'm using a performance monitor. I'm not getting anything anyway. Okay. I think that might just be just that little too much.
The fever burns hotter. He is shaking.
It's serious. We must hurry.
Run, Kratos! You slow bastard! Run like your son's life depends on it, you piece of shit.
Run, damn you.
Woman, do you hear me? It is urgent.
I'm still a god. Go away.
The boy has fallen ill. Freya!
And that's when she opens.
Inside. This is no ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
this to him. Will you help me?
Of course. There is a rare ingredient found only in Helheim. The keeper that protects the...
Fucking Helheim.
Hell,
The realm of the dead. Do you know it?
not this one.
It is a land of unyielding cold. Fires cannot burn there, and no magic in all the 9 realms can create a blaze. As for the dead, your frost axe will be useless. You'll need to find something else.
Then I must return home. Dig up a past I swore would stay buried.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father. This rune opens the bridge to Helheim. When you are there, do not under any circumstances cross the bridge of the damned. There is no road back. Understand?
This is Kratos.
Himalay.
I'm pretty sure he swam the river
Through
Styx.
my garden, there's a path leading to my boat. Take it. Return home. Dig up your past. Do whatever.
There are no points of no return for this guy.
The bridge keeper's heart.
He literally killed the last champion he was involved in.
He literally failed to kill himself on several occasions.
Freya,
Well, maybe not several occasions, but at least a couple times.
No.
Yeah.
You were right to distrust the word of a god. No need to explain. Not to me, not for that. I will keep him safe. That's a mother's promise.
I like this scene.
Places. You all right, brother?
I will do what I must. Leave me be.
As you wish.
This scene I love. Now, I haven't played the older games, but any fan of the older games I think would enjoy this sequence a lot. I'm gonna remain mostly quiet. And I almost skipped it. Bad. The vibration on the controller meant I almost dropped the controller. That would have been fun.
Athena. Get out of my head.
So for anyone that obviously knows enough about the original trilogy, I think knows what's about to happen. Or at least understands what's happening in this sequence of and hopefully no one in the audience had a bike cross by. Pretty fucking loud as well. Yeah, this sequence is mostly just us sitting here. We're just waiting.
To be fair, from what I've heard of the game, that's a lot of this game.
Not really. To be fair, most of it is exploration, I would say. But yeah, there are like some cutscenes that do take control from you like this. Well, most of them, but it's difficult to explain considering it's also been a couple weeks since I've last played.
Yeah.
Blood red skies. Take that, you fucking crusted bitch. What difficulty am I playing? Yeah, this... Alright, so catching these hands is apparently a very effective strategy in this game. Yeah. I think Ragnarok may actually be more violent than 2018.
Oh yeah?
Based on what I've played so far, there's a lot more dismemberment. Don't think I needed that health, but... as he retrieves his cursed blades.
There's nowhere you can hide, Spartan. Put as much distance between you and the truth as you want. It changes nothing. Pretend to be everything you are not. Teacher, husband, father. But there is one unavoidable truth you will never escape. You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
And that is a badass fucking line. As a fire rages on from his blades of chaos. even though technically there are law issues with this being Blades of Chaos. Now,
I have asked why there were issues with these being the blades. As someone who's never played any of the games.
so yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. So the lore issue is I'm I'm not entirely sure because I've not played much of the all the games necessarily. But with the Blades of Chaos don't technically exist anymore, I don't think. Like in the sense that they were destroyed, or at least changed between like 1 and 2, and then subsequently 2 and 3.
Maybe that's what makes them kill it. They don't know what to do with coming to war.
No shit.
To the realm between realms over there, in your own front yard, no less. Take the shortcut back to the realm travel temple, then on to Helheim, yeah? Well, I'm pretty sure you weren't talking to me back there. Anything you'd like to get off your chest, brother? I can assure you I'm unsurpassed in keeping confidences. Well, you know where to find me. And for the record, I'd already guessed you were Greek. Athena? Dead giveaway.
Nice little comment from Amir. Well, so how is the audio, by the way?
It's good on my end.
What are those? I've never seen the like. That's gotta be a family heirloom.
No. Nor will it ever be.
Son, my brother and me created me own heir for the big idiot. I know from quality. And them
is quality.
Special.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the little turd?
He has fallen ill.
No. What happened? Aesir?
No. The fault is mine. And my responsibility to make it right.
Well, we all gotta take responsibility sometime. Huh? Say, what can I do to help him? I can do things. When I should tag along?
No. Your work here is enough.
All right. So where are you off to in such a hurry?
The realm of the dead.
Helheim? Shit, this is serious.
Yeah.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Alright, so Chaos Flame. I have 80. Oh, yeah. I hate how this looks, but yeah, I'm gonna upgrade that.
Why do you have the upgrade? Is it better than the rest? No, it just looks better.
Well, the thing is this armor looks like dog shit. I hate it. But it's better stats-wise. If I might actually mod it so that he just looks like his default. Because I think that might be my favorite.
Now that Freya's given you the travel rune to Helheim, it should be unlocked on the table.
That's no fun. Asgard. You can never go to Asgard in this game.
This is America's go. This is where you're gonna stop asking us to put it in the game.
Well, if you could go to Asgard, then you would probably have to deal with Odin. And it's also not, you know, necessary to the story.
No. Until the next game.
Yeah, until the next game, where you besiege it. Oh god, this chair is particularly uncomfortable today. Alright. Yeah, the Blades of Chaos are noticed or considered overpowered in this game.
I'll be watching your back.
Let me take this moment to tell you that what you are about to do is absolutely insane. Not even Odin can survive this cold. So, I hope those blades work.
Those blades work.
Is this the bridge Freya spoke of?
Court.
No, we're still on the realm travel bridge. We're after the Bridge of the Damned. The dead use it to cross into their permanent
But
home.
that's for like wind arrows. I remember that.
Bridgekeeper who minds admission. He's the one we want.
Oh no.
Follow this
Oh
path,
yes, I
lead
remember.
us straight to him. You know, I'd really hope never to see this place again.
I am gonna do a little bit of exploring around here.
We gotta explore.
What's up, break a few vases?
Let's be real.
You.
Use the fire of your blades to burn away that hell's bramble blocking the path.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
One of the many reasons we went back for those blades.
Alright, yeah, alright. Haha. It doesn't seem that chat.
I do like how he punches through.
Oh yeah, he just fucking yeet. Oh, piss off.
This is all wrong. Only the newly dead should be here. There's too many. The gate must be closed, and if the gate's closed, then it's true. Hell's full up. Without the Valkyrie to sort and kill them, hell is overwhelmed.
Alternate pathways, my man. What's the point of this little fucking ledge here?
Decoration.
Yeah, in this realm, your ice axe is ineffective.
Because everything's already frozen. That's bullying.
Yes! Come on. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is even more efficient.
Me.
Ah, this fucking game. Only this game can you just casually fucking upcut a guy off.
We killed the Reavers near my home. They came here. How did they return so quickly?
Time doesn't move the same between all realms, especially where the spirit world is concerned.
Like the light of Alfheim.
The opposite, in fact. The Lake of Souls feels faster than Alfheim time, but Hell is much slower than Midgard. Sorry, I'm sure that's confusing.
If we will be back to my son all the sooner, that is good.
Ah, aren't you a quick study?
Okay. Just wanted to... Oh, the other side. On the other side. You fist that box. Alright, so I've got full rage. And I think that's one that changes. Ah, okay. Get the fuck up out of here, bitch! Yeah, fuck you guys.
I do like that this game lets you change how, like, unraids.
Is it within hell?
You still lose a little bit more, but I think it's because it would otherwise be OP as fuck.
The warriors who die in glorious combat. Hell, those who die in dishonor.
Criminals.
Aye, and those dead of disease, mishap, age.
It is dishonorable to grow old.
Well, never
hello,
tell
Jen.
about fighting, I suppose.
Again.
I think, yeah, no, it's just for that. Which I'm gonna leave, just in case I want to ever actually 100%. Which I doubt I will, because I suck at Muspelheim trials. Because there's like one of where you don't get hit at all.
Yeah.
I'd rather not want to hit my fucking head.
Lead Midgard.
I don't expect it will, though I don't suppose it will make things any worse either. It'll be one less obstacle for the living to reach the inner sanctum of Helheim. But who'd be mad enough to go there?
We'd be so bad. Alright, so here would be the sort of thing that we'd be able to do if yeah, I'm gonna go back for that collectible. Is it buffering a little on YouTube? Did I lose a little few frames there, chat? Or was that my phone? Alright, speaking of skills, I think
I cast rock.
I cast rock on you, bitches. I cast rock on you. Obviously, I haven't got my a voice as low and as dulcet as Kratos. But yeah, boy.
The Bridge of the Damned. And there's the Keeper, making sure the dead are really dead.
What is that he holds?
That totem contains a powerful source of magical energy, the very power of Helheim itself. But what you want is his heart. Just take it and we can leave.
How?
Start some trouble. You can do that, right?
Bitch! And yeah, this is pretty much the same. Alright, so yeah, one of the issues I think I have with this game is that they reuse this boss a lot. Because I've already fought him. Oh, he teleports now. Alright, I think I hit this boss.
Talking about good game.
And I couldn't properly use it because
here.
Get over here!
Yeah, okay, good, didn't pick up.
I'm pretty sure I was able to avoid. Oh, this is annoying.
Hey, Jen.
Yep. Hello. Said I'd be back. Whew. It took me a little bit longer than I thought because I went to go make food and then realized my brother ate half of what I was planning to eat. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
it
fun.
worked. What I'm, you know, what
Ah,
I'm gonna
shit.
do.
Also, how
My
do
brother
fucking
will do
Mimir
that.
speak?
So rule of advice for you, Arms, if you ever get a roommate, don't pick a guy who'll eat ingredients. Yeah. Because they're assholes.
I mean, depending on what the ingredient is.
Yeah. To be fair, there's some stuff that I do too. Like if you bought a big bag of like raisins, there's a good chance I might grab a handful every once in a while because I like raisins. I grew up with the little stupid boxes. Okay. They were tasty.
Raisins are food.
I mean, it's still a better alternative to candy, but it is. You should still treat them like candy, just so you know. If you actually have kids, yeah. Raisins have a lot of sugar in them.
Do they?
Yeah. Dried grapes.
It's actually like that with a lot of dried fruit. Like when you go through the nutritional thing for diabetics, they're like, yeah, the dried fruit tastes better because it's more concentrated, but it's pure sugar. But I mean, if you have an alternative, like if you're picking between like a bag of gummies and a bag of dried fruit, they'd recommend you go for the dried fruit. You're still getting a little bit more out of that.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this boss, and I'm glad it's dead. Well, it's gonna be dead.
I'm glad, again, you die just having a sliver of health. How many?
Fucking... Oh. No, but I've fished...
Get him.
Let's kill him! Die, bitch! Hello, Green Badger.
Hello.
Jeez.
So now the dead people are allowed to illegally immigrate into hell.
Now the heart, brother. You'll have to get your hands dirty.
But it's like 5 years ago, I would have thought this game looked great. But I've played Ragnarok for like an hour.
It still does, but yeah, it's amazing what an upgrade will do.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Blue?
He's back.
Welcome back.
Aye, aye. Thank you.
Took you long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just dissecting a dead
Giant
monster thing.
Yeah.
Because I need its heart.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just casually. I need to borrow your heart.
It's for my son, you see.
Uh-huh.
You know,
His
he's
birthday's
dying.
coming up. Oh.
Birthday and dying, yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure you don't mind. On account of you being dead.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not using it anymore.
Well, no, it's not like you can use it.
I mean, it could have been worse. They could have gone Nordic with it and gone full Blood Eagle. Do it while he's still alive, you know?
Kratos.
Zeus?
My father.
Your father was Zeus? Well, that explains a lot.
What is that place?
Never go there. Understand?
Spoiler alert. We're gonna have to go there.
Yep.
How is he here? That is not possible.
That's just a general rule. If the wise know-all character tells you that never to go somewhere, you know you're gonna end up there.
Back to your son.
Exactly. Oh yeah, no. For all intents and purposes, Green Badger, this game is absolutely a pretty game. But you can't help but feel spoiled when you've then played Ragnarok.
Yeah. I mean, this game still looks good, but Ragnarok on
PC
looks like 1,000 times better.
Oh my god. It's like visual drugs.
That lock needs a gust of hell's wind to open it.
Oh, there. There.
Yeah. Shh. Ain't supposed to be.
Why is he here?
He's a dwarf. He can just fucking do this. That's literally the logic.
Come on.
why you do this? Dwarf. Alright.
No, that's literally it. Dwarves are like OP motherfuckers.
You don't suppose he'd nick those, do you?
There. Now they're ready for the winds of
So yeah, during that, he actually went to his forge and actually
Now target that wind trap. See there? Now you can absorb and release the winds of hell whenever it damn pleases you. So you're welcome and I'm leaving. This place is cold enough to freeze a pair of pigeons.
Also, I like that they get the trick of he just walk around the pillar instead of having to show how he do it.
oh yeah,
Just
no,
funnier.
that's it. It's literally just there for comedic purposes. It's like whenever they now there is like a moment where in Ragnarok, I'm not gonna go further than just saying that, where it is played off more seriously, and it makes more sense. It makes a lot of sense when you, like, obviously they're still dwarves. Their power is just they can.
Because fuck you, that's why.
That's literally dwarves. The power of the dwarves.
That's all I need to tell Spoony.
What? That you have dwarf powers?
Yeah, that she can just teleport at will anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
Probably already knows.
I mean, she did manage to get that fucking spoon in my washing machine, so.
She what?
You didn't see my tweet where me and my dad were dismantling the washing machine and we found a fucking spoon in there.
for a minute.
I'll go find a picture.
Children, am I right?
I'm no children.
No, you're not. You have to be born to be a child, Blue.
Fuck.
I think I am going to cut the stream a little bit shorter. I'm going to finish or maybe it's going to be shorter depending on how things go, but yeah, Helheim, after I finish Helheim, that'll be the end of the stream, which might still take a little while. Unless people, you know what, I'm actually going to have a bit of a break. It will be about like 10 minutes. And I'm actually going to move it over to the Be Right Back cards.
Okay, dokies. Hi, Spoonie.
I'm back.
Still just a balloon. And
I bet.
Hi, Arms.
Sorry about that. I do have to apologize for that.
Oh, you're good.
That was a bit of an emergency meeting with the streamer's room.
Are the Germans invading?
Again.
Again.
Yeah, and I just joined, and I might run out for a bit because the rain finally fucking stopped, and I'm like, you know, it's gonna come back.
Yeah,
that store.
get things done.
Yeah. But I mean, it's only gonna take me like maybe 20 to 30. I only say 30 because of traffic.
Right. Yeah, no problem.
But I'm just gonna self-mute, and I'll be back.
Okay, dokies.
Yeah, I do have to apologize for just that run. Because, oof. That was not pleasant.
Imagine people eating Reagan spirits and being pelted by giant flying brains. I'm just trying to live my afterlife in peace.
Okay, what did he expect? Huh. Out of cryptic.
That was cryptic.
Oh, I should probably actually heal.
Maybe.
Gross. That's cryptic. I suggest we throw rocks at him until he stops moving.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm getting a little sloppy. But is it just... It can't just be that... Oh, yeah, I think we probably have to return to Helheim.
You made it! Better get home to your boy already. Don't worry, kids are tough. When I was his age, I cut my own head clean off. And I'm none the worse for wear.
Delightful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not with a trace.
We shouldn't delay, brother. It's straight back to Midgard with that heart.
I think we do have to. Oh.
Your father was Zeus? I finally understand. I'm dangling from the hip of the bloody ghost of Sparta.
Do not call me that.
Oh, don't mistake me, brother. From what I heard, the Pantheon had it coming. It's still a bit to take in. I knew you hate gods, but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must never know.
Bollocks, brother. Respectfully, bollocks. He has to know you'll never be whole without the truth. Look, I get it. You hate the gods, all gods. It's no accident that includes yourself. And it includes your boy. He feels that. He can't help it.
It's actually nice being able to hear what is the dialogue in your game.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the audio is actually good.
Yeah.
Very well.
Because I do like to try and obviously.
Hey, so you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made it better. Or I might have broke it.
We use that.
I know you do. So I took a few gusts from them winds of hell and made it so it ain't just one way. Now you can use it to travel to and from. If I didn't break it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an idea, brother.
And guess what?
Might be some kinks to sort out, but you'll make
Oh yeah, I forgot that axe was already that axe was all the way in Helheim. I forgot to get it back.
Just reaches your hand out. There we go.
Yeah, just go between different realms. Come on, give me the white portal. There we are. Nah, I'm not gonna jump off for a third time. I think we saw variations.
Well, this isn't right. But close enough. He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry.
You have it.
Yes. Heart soup.
Yeah.
Back of your hand.
You're still ill.
I can break the fever. But to heal.
He must know the truth of what he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is not so simple.
Help me prop him up.
Well, yeah, considering that the reason he's a god is the fact that he killed another god, and that started a cycle of killing more gods.
Forever since I last saw him. At his birth, the runes foretold a needless death. The babe in my arms was so small, so helpless. I knew right then I would do anything to protect him, no matter the sacrifice. Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him. I know the truth isn't simple, but nothing is when it involves your child.
And that's why we like you, Freya.
It is a curse.
A woman in a video game that isn't a bitch. A modern video game.
Yeah, I know, right? Just someone who is just pleasant.
Don't leave without me.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that. Is he well enough to travel?
For now.
It won't happen again. I promise.
You see that it does not.
Hey, a platonic friendship between two people. Especially between a man and a woman. How interesting. How you do that, kid?
How scandalous.
Forget this.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
That's Vanaheim, isn't it?
You figured that out, did you?
Well, the window looks like Bifrost crystal, and I know that's not what's on the other side of the wall. And, well, it makes you sad.
You are wise for one so young. Yes, this is a window to a home I left long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it is only of you.
The thing that happened to you in Alfheim, you can't leave Midgard, can you?
A gift from my former husband upon our separation.
Why would Odin trap you in Midgard?
Petty cruelty would be reason enough for him. But as with all his rash decisions, he's driven by fear. The Vanir were the greatest threat to the Aesir until our marriage brokered peace. Many of the Vanir now think I betrayed them, the fruits of my sacrifice. To be hated by my own kind, to trap me here, is to ensure I can never make it right.
So I was wondering, why do you live under a turtle?
He was my first friend here in Midgard. He offered me shelter, and in return I provide him with protection against the evils of the forest.
Golden boar, giant turtle? You sure have some interesting friends.
Yeah, Hildesfina is a bit of an interesting friend, isn't he? Look at Atreus, so eager.
Yeah.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore.
Hi, Shadow.
Look who it
You're on
is.
the air.
To find the Black Room.
Oh, are we? Ah, well.
Do you fuckers not read?
No, I can't. All right.
You're a writer. Why?
I know.
Look, in my defense, I left voice chat and didn't know you were gonna go fucking live today. I come back an hour after the fact and assume you're still in fucking casual space.
And I'll have you know, I'm a dyslexic writer.
Everyone in this fucking community is a dyslexic.
I swear at this fucking
Yes.
point. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
fucking speaking over myself, but that fucking proves it.
You missed Kratos
yes,
getting the Blades of Chaos though.
Noise.
Fuck is this elevator long? Oh.
You still have to make me that remix.
I do.
Or recreation or whatever the fuck
Yes.
your original pitch was.
Yeah.
We need it.
I know. Yeah. I want to do it. To be honest.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya.
Yeah.
You think you understand, but you do not.
The deal is that if you could get like this stuff like done faster, I'll actually get up on my ass and get ready to stream again.
Ooh, okay. Challenge fucking accepted. Yes.
I know it was never what you wanted.
Well, with that long aside out of the way, never fear, the token gay is here.
Maybe things were different.
I wasn't afraid, but okay.
Yes, I know. Yeah. For some reason, you never are, which is it's a
not
bit
even when
odd.
Cryptic's around.
I know, right? Yeah.
There's no fear, just disgust.
Indeed.
The truth.
We don't take kindly to faggots around here, you see.
Is that first slur on stream or? First slur this stream. Definitely not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
The truth is,
I was asking Arms.
I was born a
Oh,
Is
right.
that the first slur this stream, Arms?
Cutscene is happening, so
Yeah. That's why I haven't been speaking.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
It was the I'm a God Boy cutscene.
Can I?
Ah, right.
I'm a God Boy.
turn into an animal.
The god of boldness.
No.
Look at his shine.
Not think so.
I'm a god.
You're a God Boy.
She was a god
Indeed.
too?
She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
But aren't you a man though?
Silence, boy.
Why did you wait so
Silence,
long?
boy.
When you are a god, you age backwards. You start off as a god man and progress to god boy.
God. It can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
That is the curse. Just murdering your parents, apparently.
What things can I do?
Indeed.
Can I fly?
Indeed.
Turn invisible?
I do not know.
I don't.
Would any of us murder our parents to become a god?
No.
Do not know the reach of
Well, it's just like, well, weighing up my options here. You know? Like, on the one hand, it's extremely morally
Sure I can't
Questionable.
questionable, or just
Duplicitous?
straight up, yeah, duplicitous, or just like a straight dick move to do. But at the same time, it's like, but I become a god, so why would I care?
So maybe I won't get strong like father, but I'll have abilities on my own.
You already do, laddie.
if I become a god, do I become really good at necromancy?
It depends what sort of god you become, I suppose.
So you knew all along.
Like if you're the god of cats and can raise dead cats from the dead.
Also,
then...
Cryptic is way too excited to see you in the cat.
Oh hey!
well,
as always,
my line of logic is that okay, so kill my parents and become a god, but then I can just revive them.
You could, yes.
But I mean, they'll probably be a little bit pissed about the fact that you murdered them.
Probably,
yeah.
But as long as they're still alive, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And you would knowing my
as long as they're still alive, it wouldn't matter if I murdered them.
Right. Yeah, and knowing the sort of paradoxical nature of such things, there's probably going to be a thing of like, okay, you can resurrect your parents back from the dead, but that means like 2 other people you have no control over die and can't be brought back. So, yeah, I don't know. Your parents come back, but then like 2 of your brothers die or some shit. So you know what I mean? It's yeah, you have to weigh up these things.
See,
you know.
I'm content with just being the tech support god.
Right. Yeah.
That's my official title, apparently, even though, yeah.
Right.
Tech magus.
Tech magus.
Or I guess it would just be
on that drawing right now, by the way.
It would just be a Magos, wouldn't it? I'm not sure. Words. I'm not sure what the higher echelons of like the Mechanicus would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I barely have a grasp of English, let alone like.
You're the writer.
Shut up!
Yes, but he's a writer, but he's English.
Exactly.
He's English.
Yes. I write exclusively in English.
See, you could have been more insulting, Will. You could have said he was. You could have said he was Welsh.
Now hold on a second. I may well be dyslexic and autistic, but at the same time, I'm like I don't write my shit in Welsh. What the fuck?
So you don't just hear sheep noises.
No, exactly, no. I get enough of those
Tortured
as it is.
sheep noises.
Torches, yes.
Once in a movie, it's been known to happen, yes.
That's actually a fair point, though. Like, as and when it's written, like, just for the lols, I probably would translate it to Welsh.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, for that 0.01% of the Welsh market who are like interested in a book.
And he also knew
or interested in reading, let's be fair.
Perspective staying in one place could not. While Odin always hoarded knowledge, guarding it jealously, Tyr was open and sharing with his learning and his wisdom. For this, mortals adored Tyr, showing their love by bringing him gifts the world over.
So, whatever happened to Tyr?
Odin came to regard him as a threat to his rule. He suspected Tyr of collaborating to aid the giants instead of helping to steal their secrets for the Aesir. Same thing he accused me of, frankly. Though in Tyr's case, I believe he was right.
But yeah, so speaking of shagging sheep, how you doing, Blue?
He felt responsible
What?
for suffering visitors on
Didn't know Blue was a sheep, but okay.
I'm not Welsh.
The missing Jotunheim.
Honorary Welsh. Yes.
No.
It could only have been done with Tyr and the giants working together.
You're friends with
I'm
me.
too far south to be fucking.
Ah, so you're in Cardiff. Oh,
Oh god, no.
I know, right?
No. I'd rather be known as the Londoner.
I know, right? At this point, yeah. Yeah. No, jokes aside, Cardiff is a fucking miserable city. It really is. Like
all the cities in England and
well, yeah, I know,
Great
but
Britain and
I don't know, but
just
like
the fucking UK are miserable, all of them.
Well, yes, but at the same time, it's like Wales. Like Cardiff in Wales specifically is just somehow even more miserable. Like it's grey most of the time. Every single person who lives there and works there is a dick.
See, the thing is with London, it's so big, is that there are some nicer areas in it.
Exactly. Whereas,
and even then, central London most of the time isn't that bad. Like the sort of city of London itself.
It's just crowded a lot of the time.
Yeah, extremely overcrowded. Whereas Cardiff almost has like the opposite problem, where it's nowhere near as crowded and a lot smaller, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a fucking depressing place to be, you know, regardless of where you go.
Right.
What of these?
Thought is faster than wind.
Solving problems with our heads rather than our feet. Suits me fine.
Although it has been a long time since I've actually been to Cardiff, so, you know, miracles might have happened and it might have turned out okay. Every other city
it's
just
a city in fucking Great Britain,
Wales,
of course not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
The only thing that could have happened to it in the time since you've been there is it getting worse.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to be optimistic, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Not in a voice chat with us, fucko.
No.
I see. Thank you for showing me.
Sweet old shit, yes, sister, yes. I don't know why that reminded me of Sean Connery, but there we go.
It did. So
it did. Rest in peace.
I have one of my own back in the day. You should take it, boy.
Absolute legend of a man.
Take it. We might need to butter bread.
This is fine, it makes you.
I do fucking love the interactions between Kratos and Mimir.
Yes.
This is why nobody likes you. Oh yeah.
Some friendly.
Look, small passages on either side. Perfect for the boy.
It's too small for father.
Go.
Careful, brother. Rhea's not here to bring you back if you're cut in two.
Look at that!
I'm like a little kid.
Chinese.
Oh, that vase looks interesting. So does that wine. It is thousands of years old. Whoopsies. Hey. Whoopsies. Drop the
Enough distraction.
drop the
I'm not sure
good
why we
face.
are here.
Bars. Whatever the fuck an American accent would be like with that.
That's from a great desert land very far from here.
Do gods live there?
Oh my, yes. Many, many gods.
Egyptian.
Good or bad?
And not as simple as that, I'm afraid.
I think we're a lot further in the game than...
Misa back.
Don't make me rename you to fucking Jar Jar Gay.
No, correction. The far right Jar Jar Gay.
Ah. Oh, yeah, you can't leave out the trademark at the end.
Oh yes, it is my trademark to have the trademark at the end of my name. Yeah. Yes.
These guys are catching hands!
Like
You
the
can't get ready to eat for
just
everybody.
I think the fisticuff fighting style might be the most fun in this game. Especially when you do that.
Yeah, yeet them into the hole.
This is Sparta.
I was just about to say, yeah.
He's going for it.
This is Norway. Actually, like, is this set in like a specific region of the Norse, or
No,
just
it's
Norse mythology
it's
in general?
just generally.
It is not.
Ah, okay.
Seemed important to you.
It was a rash impulse. You need not dwell on my failings.
Wow. That was almost an apology.
Yeah.
Well,
That's one thing I didn't really know until relatively recently. Is that like, apparently, like each sort of Nordic country, as it were, more or less had its own sort of separate like Norse mythology. More or less, you know, like I know there's a distinction between like Finnish, like the Finnish version, and like say the Denmark version and the.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's all technically like Norse, but at the same time, it's like each like region or country had its own like different sort of variations or completely different stories entirely. Yeah. Which I thought was pretty cool.
Those fucking flying bastards disrupted me from putting the thing in the thing.
Ah.
You gotta put your thing in the thing, Arms.
Indeed.
Fucking...
If it's a warm, wet, and deep dive in, all that.
I know, right? Yeah. Gonna make amorphous floating ring babies.
And Green Badger says he thought it was Jar Jar Twinks.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
That's
yes.
actually perfect. Yes. Thank you kindly, Badger.
look.
However, I'm not actually a twink. I'll have you know. I'm more of
I
a
don't care if it hurts me or not.
somewhere between a bear and an
I want to
otter.
learn.
You know.
Just
Not-
'cause you
not a
make
twink.
God doesn't mean I have to.
More small passages.
I know.
Alcohol.
Go.
Indeed. We all do. Oh.
I kind of saw that one coming. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm presuming you have to like freeze it and then it sets it in like with a different timing.
Look,
You know, depending on when you
just wanna know
unfreeze
the
it.
truth now, okay? I don't care if it hurts me or not. I want to
I forget
learn.
actually how you do
Just
this
'cause you hate
puzzle.
being a
Actually.
god doesn't mean I have to.
Oh, there's only one of the things you can actually freeze. Okay.
I can't watch, brother.
Oh my god, I'm fucking blind.
Oh dear. So we have a blind man, a dyslexic man, a cat, a guy, and
wow,
a pink flower who's currently not here. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
She's walking through.
The psychic flower that.
She's walking through blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like them well enough to cover a massive wall in his vault with
Right.
it, though.
Well, I've got
See,
full health.
when people said blind girls are women to learn from, they didn't mean that.
Shut up.
Well,
Don't you enjoy it at all? Being a god?
I mean, there's a hell of a lot worse ways to learn blindness. Yeah.
Nah, she really was impressive.
Maybe Mother wanted us to
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
everything we've seen and done. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
I think I mentioned before, like, I only ever sort of interacted with her, like, once, maybe twice, back when I was not really voice chatting all that much, it's just text.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, the 2 times that I've actually interacted with her, like, she seemed like a genuinely lovely woman.
She really was.
And eager to help everyone else out, which,
Oh, absolutely.
even if it was to her own detriment.
Yeah.
No, but, you know, she is, I would say, selfless to a fault.
Yeah. Same.
Look, there's the wind trap.
Okay, so I need to find, like...
Ah, clever.
I was gonna say I need to figure out where to move, like, the thing, but... Pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah. Not really beating the blindness allegations, are you? No.
Alright. Well, I'm definitely not beating the retard out again.
Now, see, I didn't mention that, but seeing as you brought it up,
It's okay. I'm never beating them either.
nah, exactly. We're all retards here in our own special way.
Yes.
Yes.
Special. Special.
Boy, get out of
Speckle. It's special.
How do we get you out?
Pull chains on the wall.
I've seen too many hand tied to know where this is going.
Atreus,
See, thank you for saying that before I did.
Yes, you expect the the one guy to be the more degenerate out of the two of us to say that.
We have to eat them.
See, I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, right.
Or at
right.
least I was actively fighting, trying to say
Yes. Naturally.
Left boy.
Left boy.
Middle bar.
Gotta get them in order.
Right.
Oh no, I'm getting absorbed by goop.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
The left. Middle quickly. Middle quickly.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun.
Hold the right.
You're second die.
Middle quickly.
Maybe.
Okay.
Right. The middle.
God, this thing's fucking inefficient at killing things.
I know,
What are you
right?
using?
It's just a puzzle.
Middle quickly.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, so close as well.
The left. The middle. Middle bar.
Gotta get them in order.
Hold the right. Middle bar.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Right.
Right. Let's try that again.
Right. The left. The middle.
Remoto.
The left. The middle.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Middle bar. The right boy. The middle.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun.
Pull the right. Middle, quickly. The right boy.
The right boy.
boy.
There we go.
Hey. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Yes, that's something.
I mean, you're ahead. It would be weird if you cooked your
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Ow.
Indeed. It's gonna be ow.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
You have to stop that train.
What I'm saying is that was good timing, considering.
I do not know.
If that thank you shoulder randomly, no
I know what
reason.
to do.
Ah.
Her knife.
There's no other way.
Did it make you a cup of tea?
I wish.
Oh no, right?
It's not working. That should have worked.
I think it worked a little bit too well, Tress.
Mm-hmm.
Her knife.
I know. But it saved you.
That was cunning, boy.
The Rule 34 monster unhanded me.
The road's free. I think we did it.
And who says porn doesn't have a plot?
I think everyone says porn has a plot.
Okay.
Rule 34 demands that that porn.
Perfect timing, Jen.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that.
Welcome back.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, I was like, it'd be funny if Jen shows up right now. I was like, yep.
Boy.
Well, I had to eventually, but I'll be real with you though. I'm not used to actually using Discord to mute myself. I'm so used to using my mic. And so I came back in and had this conversation with my brother about how I got lucky with the deal, and you know they had Chapman's ice cream on 2 for $10. So I was like, ooh,
Nice.
yes. So we treated ourselves to some ice cream, but I'm like, that's not something I would blurt out onto a random stream, you know? Like right now, yes, you know, because the deal's a deal, but.
So I'm a man now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you?
It's much more important we talk about the tentacle hentai monster.
Clearly.
The responsibility is far greater.
I think everyone can appreciate expensive food right now, and when it goes on sale, and you're like, yes, I bought 2.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with food. I'm actually not like this with clothing. I'm like, clothing should be practical. If it keeps you warm, it keeps you comfortable. You look decent enough, you know, you shouldn't look like a haystack.
Then again,
You know.
you live in a country that.
But only when tempered by this.
You live in a country that kind of necessitates that kind of thinking.
Self-control of the one who wields
You would
it.
think that, Arms.
That is what
Because that would be thinking practically.
Indeed.
But then you meet women and you realize that no, every time of the year is a good time of the year for fishnet socks.
Look,
I agree.
This is
What
never
look,
interacted with women.
as a straight guy that likes looking at women,
Yes.
maybe not
I was gonna say,
necessarily in the cold,
I was gonna say we agree
But I
with you,
gotta
Ken, but probably not for
agree.
the reason you were thinking.
exactly.
The thing is, Will, is that's entirely why women do that. It's like, even when you plan it out, when you're the woman planning it out, you are aware that this is going to be a pain in the ass because you're going to be cold. You're going to be a pain in the ass because everyone's going to be concerned that you are cold, because you are cold.
Are you certain?
But you get attention for it because you look good.
Good then. Aim for the face.
Yeah, you know, that's why they say beauty isn't meant to be pleasant.
Right.
Now, do I do that? No, I'm in my 40s. I grew out of that, like, right away.
Yeah.
Just so you know, there is strategic planning. You can wear stuff to events and plan it out so that you can just take some stuff off when you get there. Find a bathroom strategically that's not, like, right at the front entrance. Go use that, change into what you were gonna wear, and then go wear that. I don't like being cold, right? I like my fingers, I like my toes, I like my nips, I like them where they are. Thank you very much. Yes, I said that on a stream.
Yeah, and this is why I refuse to play on Give Me God of War.
Oh yeah.
I'm too shit for that difficulty.
Yeah. I remember back when I had my PlayStation 5, I tried out God. I know, right? But I tried out God of War 2018 on it. It was like one of the first games I actually played on the thing.
But no match for
Went straight to the hardest difficulty because I'm used to, you know, modern sort of game design where it's like, oh, the hardest difficulty is actually like a fairly balanced challenge, or it's like just easy, basically.
Yeah.
God of War 2018, no. Like, well, put it this way. The very first enemy that you come across in the tutorial managed to kick my ass repeatedly. Regardless of what I did as well.
Fucking Halo. Just thinking of Halo 2 Legendary, where there's so many points in the game where you try and play it on Legendary, and there's a good chance you'll die before your fucking crosshair spawns in.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah.
But that's basically what happens when you have to remake a game within like a year.
We're so close to the
Yeah,
end.
exactly. Yeah.
Suck you, Microsoft.
And you know what? Atreus is right. We are so close to the end.
Indeed.
And sorry to pretty much cuck you guys, but after this cutscene, I think I might have to. I think I shall wrap it up.
Okay. What do you?
Because
No problem.
we have been going for almost. I say for almost 2 hours. I did have to take a bit of a 5 to 10 minute break.
The horrors.
To a journey's end.
Really?
Well, you're lucky, Arms, because YouTube agrees. It has been 2 hours.
Smells like rotten eggs.
Probably
So
over,
good.
though. I'll be real. I thought it was like closer to 2.5.
So, to be fair, I had the getting ready startup screen. I was about 5 minutes late, intentionally so. I was busy talking to you guys. Oh well, to Will and Jen at the time.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of fun talking to people.
Indeed. It is. Why talk to yourself when you can talk to other people?
Exactly. It's fun.
When I talk to other people, I talk to myself.
Well, you'll never get into an argument with yourself. Actually, saying that, I've had plenty of arguments with myself.
Yeah.
Why did you leave your home?
Arguing with yourself is fine. It's when you start losing arguments to yourself that becomes a problem.
It's just
That's a fair point, well
you
made.
hate the gods so much. But Tyr proves that gods can be good. And you're good. You only killed those deserving, right?
Well...
Yes.
Ah, but who's worthy enough to judge?
Quiet head. We are. We know better.
I really don't like Atreus
Star by the moment.
in this point of the game.
Yeah.
I think the
Ready.
the writing here is a little more heavy-handed.
Yeah.
It is a little like
Especially when you consider... Yeah, Atreus is meant to be, well, like 12 years old-ish,
Yeah.
roughly. Having these pretty heavy, almost borderline philosophical talks with him essentially pushing that whole thing. It's like, what, did you go to fucking university when you were 10 or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
He's a child prodigy.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
Well, he kind of is. And I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
He is,
kind of
yeah.
is.
Like,
and I think that
like,
in part
as
is the point.
child, yeah, and like, as child prodigies go, he's like far from like the most annoying, but yeah, it's pretty like child prodigies are up there with like Mary Sue's are just something to, if you can avoid doing it, just avoid doing it, really.
Oh, almost forgot. Rob, this is our new friend.
I think it's one of those things that some of the current Wokies have this myth on.
No more of
Is
this.
if your grandparents or your parents were, you know, magically great people, you're gonna inherit that. And I'm like, no, that's
Nah.
really not at all how it works. At best, you might have ties to like, you know, you get the odd person who was like, you know, long line of fishermen, long line, like they might have an ability with knots because of their hands. That doesn't necessarily mean they're good at it. They have to learn it. They still have to learn it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And even with Atreus, it's like he is a prodigy, but he does still have to understand what happens to him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because, and that's sort of the what's part and parcel of being, you know, a descendant of a god. It's like, yeah, it's pretty hard for you not to be a prodigy with that shit. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you still need to learn what it is, you know, to what it is to do. Like like say with Luke Skywalker, like he's a descendant of Darth Vader, who's so very, very skilled with like the Force and all that, but he still needs to learn what the Force even fucking is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't imply that Luke didn't also have like an affiliation to the Force. Like just because she's not a user doesn't mean that like there's a lot to her story that would give you that there's something directing her.
Right.
So you know that the Force is involved in creation of Luke and Leia. Assuming that's
well, like the Force was involved in the creation of Anakin.
Yeah.
But Luke and Leia, it's more the they were birthed the good old natural way, as it were.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Like that part I get, but it's the part where it's kind of implied that the Force is working behind the scenes to direct you to where you're gonna go. Like, yes, you're making your own decisions, but
yeah, there is a kind of like a destiny or fate angle with the Force.
Force has a lot of its own.
Yeah,
kind of.
It does. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the Force is a pretty good example of what I would call like a what's the term?
Agent or
no? It's like different forms of magic systems. Like there's one that's like technical and like over-explained, and then like there's another one
mystical.
That's like more mystical. Yeah, a lot of it is left up to like interpretation or your imagination. Lord of the Rings is a good example of the latter as well, but Star Wars, like the way the Force works is very much like the latter as well, where it's more
like it's an
the Force works in mysterious ways, as it were.
Yeah, which is definitely not to justify them retroactively adding shit later on.
Indeed. Yeah, and I think partly that's due to them trying to make it more technical and make it more of a science where it really shouldn't have been. Like the whole appeal of the Force is that it was kind of like
it's weird. They
this ethereal thing.
They made it more like a science with the whole like midichlorian thing, but then they also like added a more like it's like sentient and has a will of its own, like sort of like shit at the same time.
Yeah,
sorry, Jen, you were gonna say something.
Well, it's implied spiritualism is what it is, and you have like the people who are like the least likely to understand spiritualism trying to explain that.
Yeah,
and it's like obviously God isn't involved in this. This is a different world. God doesn't necessarily exist in the same space in this world, but the Force is kind of playing in that. The Force is kind of taking up that sphere. It kind of is.
Oh yeah. That's actually like a fairly common plus point with like a lot of Christians debating the films is that they actually really like it. Is that it's like almost like allegorical to like certain sort of Christian ideals and all that sort of thing. It's and supposedly that was according to George, like most of that was actually intentional, supposedly.
I kind of got that feeling because there's a lot of people who don't understand that.
Okay, forget those guys.
Just because you're not specifically going to church doesn't mean that you didn't grow up in that. Like, yeah, a lot of us grew up in a Christian nation. Doesn't mean we all went to church all the time.
Nope.
You still kind of understand, to a certain degree, that spiritualism. Even atheists, even though they don't want to admit it, to a certain degree, get that.
Yeah.
And it's in all stories because people do need an explanation of good and right, like bad and evil. They just do. For Christians, it's easy to go with Satan. With God and Satan's pretty easy. It's been, simplified.
And I think to an extent, that's almost like a necessity of most people. Is like everybody, regardless of how sort of like, good or bad of a person you happen to be, it's like everybody needs a moral compass, of some description, whether that be like Christian church, or like just reading a Bible, or I don't know, like just not adhering to really any of it, and just having a solid idea of what good and evil is before you even do anything, right? It's like to ignore that entire aspect of it entirely. It's it kind of puts a lot of what we're dealing with in the modern day into a bit more of a perspective, really.
And like I'll be fair, like I wouldn't, not in Star Wars call it necessarily God, but it is meant to, it's meant to represent that whole. That's that niche in that world.
Yeah.
So
Tell me what.
That's kind of what I mean by fate and stuff. Like, yes, there's things that we choose to do, and yes, that's part of the reason why we might go the routes that we go. But what led up to those choices in the first place is kind of what I've been kind of told implies maybe someone was directing that. Whether I believe that or not, I don't know.
Right.
But like it's when you meet people at a certain event or something, like what led everybody in that group to meet at that event at the same time? It's stuff like that. Like obviously there's stuff that would lead into answering those questions, but that's why I leave a lot of stuff up to I don't know, the God syndrome of, he works in some mysterious ways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that to bring it back to say like writing, it's it almost brings in like this like I wouldn't say like a principle with writing, but like not everything has to be explained within an nth degree. Yeah, like a lot of the times, like leaving it sort of up to interpretation, or like just having like a solid mystery there is more interesting than any arbitrary explanation you can come up with as a writer.
Because like if you go through like the like, okay, say I was being an obnoxious atheist about it. Okay, well everybody probably does have a reason for why they would go to an event. But all of the things that leads up to those decisions is the stuff that like a lot of people that I talk to who are spiritual lean on. Like, there's a lot of things that lead up to a person's decisions in life. A lot of them you couldn't even make a list out of all the things that led up to that decision, because you wouldn't even notice them all.
The butterfly effect of it exists for a reason. Like the concept exists for a reason.
Indeed.
Like in a day, like say a weird day, you're going to go buy something at a grocery store. Okay. Yes. On that one day that you go, well, god darn it, they're out of the thing that you wanted, and you're a little bit
frustrated. I hate that when it happens.
But you walk down the aisle and you realize, well, they've got a sale on something that you've been waiting for a hell of a lot longer. So a door closed. Yeah, that was frustrating. You walked a little bit further and another door opened.
Yeah, exactly.
That's stuff that I couldn't have had that explained to me as a 20-year-old. That's stuff that I had to experience growing up.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, that's kind of how life is. Like, you don't know why things shut down. Yes, they're frustrating, but things open up in the future. That's a biblical quote.
Yeah.
I'm butchering.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's fair enough. Like even me, like as a a Christian, like I don't know the ins and outs of the Bible. I'm still reading it, so there you go. But yeah, like it's just something like, regardless of whether you're sort of spiritually minded or atheist, it's just a part of like, a part of life almost. Like it does feel sometimes as though there's like a sort of invisible hand sort of guiding your way, as it were, on occasion. Like you say, with like one door closing and another opening. It's it's things that you can't necessarily explain, but you can tell it or feel as though it's happening or has happened.
I also don't necessarily believe in over-reading into it either. Like, that's just a nice, that's just a nice event, like something closed, something open. But no, I do think there's a lot of things in life that I wouldn't even think to notice, because I don't hyper-focus on things like that.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah, like, and don't get me wrong, that isn't necessarily to say, like, you're, I don't know, you're... oh no!
And a wizard werewolf. Sorry.
No worries. The furry side of my brain is starting to be more interested. Like, Yeah. What was I saying? Shit. Yeah, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, even though like there is that whole aspect of like,
being kidnapped by a ferret. Be right back.
Okay, no worries.
Tell her we said hi.
Well, he's already gone, so yeah.
I do. If you've ever played those Lord of the Rings games that aren't the Lord of the Rings games, you know the one.
Oh, you mean like Shadow
of War?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That part reminds me of some geek knew one of the enemies in that game.
I could never. I played Shadow War for about 30 minutes and then didn't really get into it.
Yeah, that's the sequel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sequel is dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The first one, like, there's some fuckery with lore, which I, as a fan of Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings, I find extremely fucking heinous. But at the same time, the game itself is a pretty decent game. You know, like that's, yeah, it's one of those games where like you find the gameplay loop and you just keep doing that constantly over and over and not progress the story whatsoever. That's the best way of playing the game. I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do not care at all, War.
Yeah. Apparently, one of the DLC quests where you play as like one of the secondary characters is decent in that game. But I don't really know that from experience necessarily. I haven't actually played the sequel, so this is just going by what I've heard. Right. Actually, thinking about it, like, speaking of Lord of the Rings and games, like, I should really, like, find, like, ROMs or, purchase through a licensed retailer. Yes. The original PlayStation 2 film tie-ins. Yeah. Because, like, I have vague memories of, like, some of my friends playing it and enjoying it, but I never actually sat down to play it myself. Yeah, and I've heard like some of them are like genuinely good games.
Aren't you sick of hearing about him and his brother?
Of course, but it serves nothing to make an enemy of him.
He should know the truth, even if it
Aside from the film tie-in to Fellowship of the Ring, apparently though. Yeah, apparently that's like the worst of the trilogy, which kind of ironic, considering like Fellowship is like one of the best in the actual film trilogy. You know, the way it goes, I suppose.
See, if you were on a troll channel, Shadow, I could see you playing that Shire game, just so you could make fun of it.
Oh yeah.
Have the gayest hobbit on the planet.
Yeah, the black lesbian hobbits. Like, what? Like, and granted, I don't necessarily have anything against black lesbian hobbits. I just think that's not entirely incongruous with the lore necessarily of hobbits, as far as I'm aware.
Why they don't have black hobbits in the future is because they were all lesbians in the past, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Right.
Unless you do that weird insemination thing that people are doing.
Right. Oh dear.
No shade to Ruben. Yeah, forgetting his first name, but
Dave?
Yeah, he did that. And I'm kind of on mixed feelings on it. I'm like, dude, do you know how many kids are available that you could have just adopted instead of being a Frankenstein parent? But I don't want to his kids are alive, you know, and that's not okay to say about somebody who's actually alive. I disagree a little bit with going out of your way to do that. Yeah. Not a good time for that one, though. That's just a difference of opinion. I've never been against gay people adopting unless they're freaks of nature, in which case all freaks of nature should be in that pedal, you know, like...
Yeah, exactly. It's not the fact that they're gay.
No. Yeah, part. The thing that I'm focused on is the freaks of nature part, you know? That's
Indeed.
actually what I'm about.
Yeah. And like that's, you know, I hold a similar sort of opinion. Like, I don't necessarily intrinsically have a problem with gay people adopting necessarily, although I do like there is like this statistic not long ago. I can't remember exactly where I found it, but like just for the child's own sort of development, like it is sort of statistically better for him to be raised in a family with, like, say, a mother and a father, rather than necessarily two fathers or two mothers or just a single parent.
Yeah, because
that's what the study basically said. Like, I mean, they're better off having two parents, period, but
yes,
it's more ideal to have both types. It is.
Yeah, yeah. Just so as you have, well, presumably just so you have a bit more of a balance, essentially. Like, you're not having essentially your entire childhood sort of dictated by growing up with like two gay guys, so you just assume everyone's gay. You know what I mean? It's like, just helps with development, that sort of thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, I really need to read chat more. I am so sorry, Green Badger.
Oh yeah.
Because he's trying to communicate.
Yes. Bless him.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Green says, I thought the whole midichlorian thing was stupid as well. Yes, everybody does. It's, I don't know, it's an over explanation of something that didn't need explaining. It's like everybody sort of got that the Force was like this sort of amorphous amalgam of like fate, destiny, faith, mixed in with like some spirituality stuff. Like you take like the cool aspects of, like, say, Christianity, Buddhism, and like, I don't know, just like say spirituality as a concept. You basically get like the Force. And basically everybody got that concept beforehand, but then now they had to over-explain it with midichlorians and go into all that bullshit. It's like, really? Why?
Excepting that, like, the longer it goes on, the more you explain, the stupider it sounds.
Yeah. Well, I think...
Like,
sorry. Oh, no, it's alright. I was just going to say, like, I think I heard the term somewhere years ago. But like the term being like the Jurassic Park syndrome, where like essentially every film in like the late 90s into the early 2000s, like you couldn't have like a mystery or anything. It's like everything had to be explained. Like every like a horror story, for example, had to have like some sort of explanation as to what's going on a scientific level. Like you couldn't have just like a good horror that you weren't entirely sure of what's even happening, right? It's almost this assumption that we're dumbasses that need these things explained to us, right? Whereas like no, like the vast overwhelming majority of us like do actually have an imagination. Like we can infer things from like being shown relatively little.
That's why I don't know who they're trying to cater this to. Like, I know they think, okay, the leaders that be, not that they're listening to us anyway, which is good, but the leaders that be seem to think that everybody below is just dumb as shit. Or that they
I've been teaching
you know,
to
and
survive. We are gods, boy.
and it is starting with the kids. And I'm sorry, like I know that there were some cartoons that I grew up with that yes, I still think would have been better to have seen with an adult. It doesn't mean an adult wasn't around.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like my mom and my dad were home when I would watch, you know, the one with the rabbits.
What's the difference?
You know, so if it was really that scary, I could have gone and talked to them about it. Been like, yeah, this is messed up. Have you ever watched this with me? I didn't do that. I grew up fine. Do I question that movie now? Yes, because I'm an adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think this whole idea that kids are just babies the entire time, but somehow the adults are supposed to take their wisdom from the babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I think with the death of Modi...
Okay.
It is a good time.
It is a good time to end.
Yes.
You gotta do a close up of the face on your butt though.
Okay.
What, to Mimir?
Oh, Mimir. Ah, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't really... Actually, I wonder if...
Just shake your booty.
This arse tastes like arse, boy.
Good old photo mode.
Please stop eating being begging of you.
So, how... There we go.
There you go.
You wanted to see Mimir? Well, there is Mimir.
You always gotta get a facial shot, right? Of a butt.
Indeed.
I don't... That makes no fucking sense, but yeah. Either way. Thank you everybody for... Okay. Alright, yeah, but OBS is being a little bit fuckety. So I'm going to close the game before... Oh, this PC is being a little fuckety. Damn you, Will!
Maybe.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna Alt-Tab or Alt-F4 there. Bye, everybody.
Alright.
Borderlands streams...
May your asses always look like faces.
Right?
So, the Borderlands stream might be coming back next Friday.
Nice.
I'm not sure how to... Because that's the issue with me streaming. I don't know when to slip the streams in. At least Friday evenings, it's easy enough, and you know, I would think it's quite possible for myself. But that's why they're probably. By the way, we're close to the end. I'll wrap up God of War 2018, and then get started on good old Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And trust me, that game looks so beautiful. In the hour and a half I've tried it, crikey! Ultra settings. I do have like the Nvidia upscaler, but even then, damn. Yeah. See you later, everybody.
Later's faggots.
Bye.